We deliver programs that contribute to the personal and professional development of our members, meeting their needs at the right time in the right way, and by providing opportunities for development, fostering valuable connections, and facilitating member success through business and career growth.
Just what win means to me, just relationships are huge to me, and that is what win always gives me every time that we connect and we're together. I get to learn and gain deeper connections with women in the community that are striving to make our community better and provide opportunities for others. And just overall, I love connecting with the women of WIN.
We're going to be announcing the women who are the finalists and winner of the WIN Powerful Women Award. But I want to introduce to you first our special guest speaker, Laurie Maxson, untraditional leadership coach. She is helping women in the workforce gain confidence to become bold, influential leaders who make an impact. With more than 10 years as a certified intrinsic coach and more than 30 years of career experience, Laurie brings her insights and expertise into the Essential Insights. Her coaching business was launched in 2014 after leaving a very rewarding nursing career. Her focus is on helping women become confident leaders and enhance their leadership skills. She specializes in assisting women to find their voice and in identifying their unique personality style to build on and become bold, influential leaders. Laurie provides her coaching services virtually and through online training sessions. She has a passion for women who feel like they aren't enough and have been overlooked in mid-level positions. She has an untraditional approach to developing them into confident women who are authentic and make an impact by serving others. What a perfect segue into this WIN Powerful Women Award. So please help me welcome Laurie Maxson.
Hey, everyone. Oh my gosh. First of all, I would like to just give a shout out to Angela for creating this space for women to learn and grow. I think so. You get the applause, Angela. And let me just ask you, how many of you women are like so excited that maybe you didn't have to make dinner or clean it up? Because see, that's me. So perfect timing on the event as well. I wanted to let you know ahead of time that at the end, I'm going to ask you ladies a question. So I hope that you have your paper, your notepads, that you can take some notes because I want you to write down any questions that you have, or you can put them in the chat as well. But most of you don't know me. So I would like to give you a little snapshot of who I was. I was a follower. I had no vision, no dreams, no plans. I was always referred to my entire life as so-and-so's sister, never by my name. I struggled for decades for just trying to get someone to see me, to recognize me and the value that I wanted to contribute. Can anybody else relate to any of that? You want someone to see you. How about you never feel good enough, smart enough, or qualified? I felt like that for decades. Put your hand up. But see, deep inside, and I'm sure that you'll agree, you know that you have something to offer. You know that there is something awesome about you, but you just need somebody else to see it. That was me. Let me tell you a little story. One day I was at a Christmas party that our hospital, I used to work in the cardiac unit, and I had worked with a cardiologist for over 6 years. And at this Christmas party that we had, I walked up to he and his wife to wish them a Merry Christmas. And when I walked up to them, I said, Merry Christmas. And he looked at his wife and he said, went to introduce me. And he said, this is so-and-so's sister. And I have no idea what triggered in me that day. But all of a sudden, it all flooded to the surface of how long I had been so-and-so's sister, and no one called me by my name. And I looked at his wife, I put my hand out, and I introduced myself. And I said, Hi, I'm Laurie Maxson. Today, ladies, I can honestly, boldly, and confidently state I am Laurie Maxson. I want you to grasp the power of your name. And I would love for you to say it right now. Say your name as loud as you can, because I want you to hear it. I want you to be empowered by hearing your name, just your name. When somebody says your name, something changes within you. Would you agree with that? You feel recognized. You feel like you belong. You feel like someone. And that's because you are. You are valuable. I could spend all day telling you stories about how I became an untraditional leadership coach for women. But I thought I could best serve you if I shared what I believe are some of the roadblocks for women, gave you somewhat of a self-evaluation of your confidence, and then shared with you some of the critical aspects of leadership. How's that sound? Does that sound okay with you, ladies? Okay. Let me talk to you about roadblocks. Now, I'm going to tell you ahead of time, I'm going to share with you my views, my thoughts, my opinions on some of these, and you don't have to agree, and that's okay. And I'd love to know if you have roadblocks that you feel you face as a woman, or that you hear women face. I'd love for you to drop that in the chat too, so I can see that later, because I know that there are roadblocks and we all have different situations and circumstances that I may not have faced, but I'm just going to share with you some that in becoming a leadership coach, what I've heard, what I've read, what I hear out in society, and maybe some of them you can relate to as well. Here's one. Women aren't able to obtain leadership roles. Women aren't offered better positions, but men are. Women focus on perfection instead of getting out there. Women lack confidence in themselves. Women tend to have more priorities. They have work, home, family. Let me go through just a couple of these really quickly with you. See, I believe that these are roadblocks, and I believe that we often hear things and we believe them instead of taking action. The truth is that women are often their own roadblocks. Yeah, I said it. I know. Women aren't speaking up. They're not voicing what they want. They're not asking for the positions that they want and deserve. I want you to hear that. They want them and deserve them, but they're not speaking up. They're often waiting to be seen instead of making themselves seen. You've heard this statistic. Women aren't applying for positions unless they're 90 to 100% qualified. And men apply when they're 60% qualified. Men are going and asking for positions that they want, and women are remaining silent. So when I hear that women aren't able to obtain leadership roles, I put my hand up and say, not true. I think that oftentimes women are very capable of obtaining leadership positions. Women are very capable of obtaining better positions, but we have to use our voice. And that also takes being a little bold and confident in what you want and who you are. And I'm going to say this as well, that women often allow themselves to be shut down and disrespected. Hear that word that I said, they allow it. See, I think that as women, okay, we need to take responsibility. We need to take ownership of what we allow, what we don't have, and then we have to be willing to go after it and make it happen because we are valuable and we are capable. I want you to say that. I am valuable and I am capable of achieving what I desire. I can tell you this, that my coach has this saying that she tells us all the time, and I actually wrote it down because there are times, there are roadblocks that we face. I hit roadblocks every day. But she has us say this, and I'm going to share it with you ladies because it has saved me. It has helped me to take action. And here it is. I am an intelligent woman and everything is work outable. It's not a word, but it works. I am, and I say that to myself. When I hit a roadblock, I say, I am an intelligent woman and everything is work outable. See, the problem is I often see, and this is not even in my notes, we get stuck in things because society tells us we're victims. And I'm telling you, you are not. You are not a victim. There is a solution. I just need you to realize that you are capable and valuable and to use your voice, which leads me to confidence. I want you to write this down. These 3 letters is part of what I teach the ladies that I work with. ATV. And that stands for authentic, transparent, and vulnerable. And I use this in my own life. And I use it because I used to be the imposter. I used to be the fraud. And so now I focus on always showing up authentically, transparent, and vulnerable. And I challenge you to do that because as you do your own self-evaluation of your confidence, being these things is key. And I promise you, it will help you. In my research and my experience, I've found that women who aren't confident in themselves struggle. So to me, that means if I look backwards, if you're struggling, I encourage you to challenge your confidence level. Because if you challenge your confidence level, the truth is we are all lacking in confidence in one area or one way or another. We all do. And if we are realizing it and we admit it, we can combat it. But it's that we don't really understand what confidence is and we ignore what it really looks like. And so if we know what it looks like, it's that struggle, it's that feeling inadequate, it's that uncertainty, unsure. Basically, it's a fear of whatever. So if we can look it in the face and deal with it, and I have my women dig deep to find out where it's coming from. See, because a lot of times we just look on the surface and that's all we see. And I have a free download for you that Angela can share with you later, where you can actually find how to dig deep and find where it started from. If you don't know where it started from, the root cause, it's very hard to get rid of that nagging thing that keeps coming back. Now, I'm going to share a couple of stories with you about my career experiences. And what I have found is a lot to do with my key to my confidence. You ready? When I was age 21, there's very short stories. Age 21, there was one day that I stood up in front of my coworkers and told my boss off. And I told my boss off because he stood in front of my coworkers and was being insulting and rude and disrespectful of my coworker who had called off sick and wasn't there. At age 25, I worked for a trucking company and I was their computer operator. I was brand new. I was the youngest one there. Everybody else was about 40 to 50 years old. And I was told about the president, who was very mean, overbearing, and fired people on the spot if they were talking, if they did anything wrong. And I was just like, whoa, this is weird. I mean, I'm 25. You people are twice my age and you're afraid of this? And I had a job running, walk down the hall to just chat with some ladies first thing in the morning. And over the loudspeaker, this guy gets on and he said, so and so has just arrived to the parking lot. And I saw people scatter, pull their chairs around to their desk. These women became so fearful, they kicked me out of their office. And I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, he's here, get back to your office, he'll fire you. I was in shock. I was like, I never saw anyone behave like that. So I just walked out because they were so afraid. I'm walking down the hall, and who do I pass in the hall but the president? And I said, good morning, and continued to my office. I was called into his office 10 minutes later. He asked me to shut the door. I went in, shut the door, sat down, and he looked at me and he goes, how do you like working here? And I said, it's nice. The people here are really nice. He said, how do you like your job? And I was being honest. I said, well, the computer system, it could be updated, blah, blah, blah. And that was it. Then months later, I was moving out of state and I was quitting. And he called me back into his office. And he said to me, if you ever move back here and you're looking for a job, come and see me and I will find one for you. Why? When I was 50, I worked for my last corporate America position. I worked there for 7.5 years. I had climbed the career ladder, not on purpose. It was just that my boss had given me this opportunity to just try anything, to do anything. Anything she asked me, I was doing. And I was climbing. I was managing. I started as a health coach. I became the nurse manager of the health coaches. Then I was up and I was asked to be the director of our health management services, and I was managing clients. Then I was asked to go to sales presentations, which I hated, but I'd go to sales presentations and give these presentations to clients about the process of our networks that we were building. And I was a part of that team. And then I moved up into the executive team, and it was a small company. And then she left and I had a new boss come in, and he flipped our company upside down. He was a tyrant. He was rude. He was overbearing. He was threatening. I had everyone in the office constantly on my phone calling me, crying. They were in fear of their job because he was threatening to fire everyone. And I was like the mediator for the whole office. And then it started on me. He was starting to demand things from me, demanding that I lie, demanding that I be unethical, demanding that I lie to clients, lie to my staff, and that I do things. And I said no. Then we would have board meetings with investors and the chairman of the board in there. And he would throw temper tantrums. He would pound his fist in front of my face, screaming at me across the table that I was wrong. And I would just sit there, and he was trying to force me to do things. And I said no. All of a sudden, my job was no longer needed. Why did I share these with you? These 3 different stories. Well, how can you have confidence? Believe in yourself. Know what you're worth. Know your core values, and never let anyone take them away. My integrity became my strength. I refuse to let anyone ever take it away. I stood for mine, and I stood for others. You may lose your job, but keep your integrity, or you may lose your integrity and keep your job. The choice is yours. I also became respected, and I didn't know any better than to stand up for what I thought was right, moral, and ethical. See, what happened was my dad made the mistake of, before I started working after I graduated, he said to me, you will always give everyone you meet, no matter what they do, respect until they don't deserve it. Well, I took my dad at his word. And so at 21, at 25, at 50, I stood up and I gave everyone respect until they didn't deserve it. Your voice is in your values. That's where I find my strength. I know different than you. I know stronger than you. I just know what my core values are, and I will never let someone take my integrity or my values away, regardless. That's where my confidence comes from. Do you struggle with confidence? That's where you can download the guide. As we get ready to close here, I want to share with you, or I get ready to close here, I want to talk to you about leadership. Can I tell you that you are all leaders? Now, you may not have a leadership title, but you are a leader. See, because I was talking to a lot of you before it began, and see, you have expertise and knowledge and values and insights, and that makes you a leader because someone is following you. You have gifts that someone else doesn't, and it's your job to share it. And that's what leadership is about. Some of the key aspects of leadership that I see, and this is only a couple of them, but these ones are very important to me, is communication and conversation. That is missing a lot in the business world right now. And when I say that, I'm talking about this, getting on a Zoom, getting on a phone call, not typing in an email. That's not building a relationship. Having a conversation and communicating with one another, just like you ladies are doing, you build relationships. Be your authentic self. Who are you? What's your personality style? Are you bringing your personality style in every day in how you show up? See, I can tell you I didn't when I started my coaching business. I looked around at the other coaches and the other people in the networking event, and then I'm like, oh no, okay, I should wear this. I should dress and act like this. I should talk like this. And every time I went, I felt like an imposter. And then all of a sudden, one day again, I just threw that off and I just went in and I was joking around and I was having fun and I was being bold and I was showing up. And I was asked to be the president of a special networking group, we'll call it, by men. Okay. I'm telling you that your authentic self is what people are looking for. The next one is serve, don't sell. You've heard it, you know it, but how many times does somebody want to meet you and then, hey, this is what I do. If you need my services, you're selling. I'll tell you what service looks like. Service is helping people without expecting anything in return. Service is giving your best first. Service is asking about the person that you're talking to. What do they do? How can I help you? Because see, when you do that, I promise you won't be losing anything. Because if it were up to me, I'm coming to you because I felt like you cared enough about me and I'll bring all my business to you. I'm out on LinkedIn. I work with business professionals all the time, and I can tell you that the majority of them just don't get it. They sell first. Be a service. And I heard that you just had something like this. So now you guys know. Be a resource and a mentor. Why do I say this? This is why I focus on women in the middle. I think women in the middle have been forgotten. And I'm here to stand up against it. All right? I said it. Now you know who I am. I don't like that we have women who have made it, up to the top, or six-figure earners, or, the elitists, that I call them. I don't like that they have forgotten to be a resource and mentor for the women behind them. I stand against them, not in a mean way, but I'm not for them. Okay. I'm for the woman who's still struggling and has questions and needs help. I don't need them to motivate me. I need you to help me. So I encourage you as leaders to be a resource, to be a mentor, to be on guard and look around and say, how can I help you? Do you need me to help you? Because there's so many women that could be growing if somebody else would just help them. And so I'm asking you to be that woman. Body language. I love this. Okay. Body language. I'm going to hurry up. You need to start thinking about how you're showing up. When I walk into a room now, I put my confidence coat on. I put my smile on my face. I want myself to present as energy, positive energy. I put my hand out to greet somebody. I make eye contact. I am listening. I'm not like this. I'm not on my phone. I'm not looking down at my notes. I am being attentive because I want the person speaking to know I hear you. Because can I tell you, that person will respect you. And that person speaking that's respecting you, I promise you, is going to want to talk with you. Be aware. You make an impression before you even walk through an area, 3 to 6 seconds is all it takes, and somebody's judging you. Make sure it's worth their while. Okay, that's what I'm telling you. There's many aspects of leadership that I could go on and on about, but those are key. And I want to help you. I want you to discover what those insecurities are that are going on in your head. I want to encourage you to deal with them. And then I want you to build on you. Who are you? That's my question that I asked you, that I told you I was going to ask you. Who are you? Are you confident? I want you to really take time. I want you to write that down. And then when you think you're done, I want you to ask yourself, what else? Because I want you to go really deep. I want you to be so amazed at who you really are. And I want you to be confident in that so that you can stand up. Ladies, I thank you so much for your time. I thank you, Angela, for letting me be here. It was my honor to share with you ladies. So let's go.
Yeah, so this is the moment we've all been waiting for. So we this is the second year that we have had the Win Powerful Woman Award, or actually Powerful Women, because everybody that's nominated and everybody here, like Laurie says, we are all powerful. So just a little bit about the award. So the way that we do it, the nominees, we have anybody can nominate. We have nominees, and they must be in Huntsville, Madison County, have a business license, and be giving back in some way. I'm looking for encouragement, giving to other women, and making that part of their process. And so this year we had, I think, 11 nominees. We have 3 finalists. And so we'll start with the finalist and then we'll end with the winner. But first first finalist. She is, and let me say this. So these bios are what was written about these women. This is not the bio that they wrote. So this is someone else's view of them. And so that will be powerful as well. And so our first finalist, she is amazing at helping ladies and gentlemen of this community get a start on the right foot. With each experience, she shares her testimony and uses it to open the environment for people to be transparent and honest about their wants, plans, and prayers. She causes others to shift their focus on what God can do when they put in the work and set their path towards their vision. She has helped more than her community by reaching beyond the physical. Her work with our military is remarkable, helping them to transition back into civilian life while being able to relate helps them to set their own vision for what this new journey looks like. Overall, she's just a phenomenal and powerful woman. And this is Tara Pickens with Vision Board Inc., who is a real visionary.
Woo!
Yay!
We're so excited for you, Tara. Yay! Congratulations.
Yay!
We have a basket full
you.
of goodies. So these are just a couple of the things that are coming your way. You get a hat that says Win Powerful Woman, and we just love you so much.
Thank you. I love you ladies too.
Yay.
Congratulations, Tara. We're so
Thank you.
excited. Oh, yes. So our next finalist is, again, like Julie was saying, that these are words from, just not what they have picked, but words of what was expressed about them. So it makes it even more special. So our next finalist, she is a fine art business coach and mentor. She brings people together in a positive environment for support, encouragement, and learning their artistic journey. Her calling is to lead others to success. It is through this community that she envisions us sharing experiences, sharing our art, and removing the trivial stigma of artists or loners. Together, we can create art and art businesses that will stand apart and rise up. In addition to sharing her talents in the art business, a percentage of her art and class sales go to help a nonprofit animal welfare organizations. I can honestly say that she gives back to others more than what is expected. There is no competition, only the desire to see others excel. She freely gives her time and her knowledge. She is helping others bring their art dreams to reality. And the finalist is Stephanie Weaver, is the owner and founder of Stephanie Weaver Art and Positive Painters. Congratulations, Stephanie.
Woo! Yay!
Like I'm
That
almost
is
teared
so
up.
exciting.
And she'll love the hat. She's a girl.
I'm a hat girl.
I don't know if I said this before, but the basket value is over $100. So you're going to be getting so many wonderful goodies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll have a prize patrol. So congratulations, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you
Congratulations.
for nominating me. It's a really big honor. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Okay, y'all. So that leads us up to of the Powerful Women Award. And this is a business coach and a purpose pusher. She has helped entrepreneurs to believe in themselves despite lack of confidence. She provides strategies to help businesses navigate the challenges of COVID and truly is a gem to the community she serves. She serves with a pure passion, integrity, and dedication and is knowledgeable in her field. She often reminds clients that they can accomplish anything as long as they are coachable and hungry. This is so essential in a time like we're in now. She is the epitome of living out Black history, and this is Clarissa Means, and she is the owner of T Means Consulting.
Yay.
Yay!
Congratulations.
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 And if you noticed on all these plaques, we made sure that the skin tone matched all of you.
Ah.
Isn't that awesome? So there you all are. Beautiful women on plaques forever.
Yes, yes.
Yay!
Powerful women.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, ladies. We have reached the part in our program where we are going to do some networking and some door prizes.